Good morning. This is Armanda from Studio Armanda, and today I am making um, paper ruffle, and I'm using up some washi tape that I have way too much of. And I also have a lot of packing paper, and I've done some plain packing paper with the washi tape. You can see that in the background there, the brown paper with the blue, that one right there. That's just plain packing paper with the blue washi tape. And these are washi tapes that I have that people have given me, or that you get them in a package and they're not real good. They don't stick very well, or they're just kind of weird, funky metallic colors that, little kids might like. I don't know. Um, those are some of them that I'm going to use, that I'm using up. There's not a whole lot on them. So you can use up quite a few of them making this project. And I have lots of packing paper. And I painted some blue for this one. Here are some of the others that I've painted. I didn't cut these into strips though, because I haven't decided if that's what I want to do with them or not. But I have the black one, and then the neon one, and then this multicolored one that's kind of like some shoes that I have that I thought were pretty. I know, weird. This one was not intending it to look like a pizza, but yeah, it kind of does. But I like it anyway. It's a metallic pizza. And that's another metallic one. I didn't really care for how that one came out, so that one I use for practice pieces. And this one is just some jelly plate print off stuff. So I have a nice big pile of painted packing paper, and that's fun to do too. That's a whole nother project. But you cut it into strips, and I cut my strips about 1.5 inches wide. And it's pretty easy to do because this paper is perforated. So if you fold it at the perforations, it folds up nice and even, and then you can just cut strips off the side. Well, if I stop waving it in the camera, maybe I'll show you that. Or maybe not. Oh, there I am. Okay, I'm back. Uh, so yeah, if you had it all folded together like that, and then you can just do your cut right along the edge of the paper, and I do 1.5 inches or sometimes 1 inch. But 1.5 inches allows a lot of the painted paper to show around that size washi tape. If you use smaller width washi tape, you could do smaller width painted paper. And this is the paper that I painted for this project. And it's already been cut into strips, and it's just packing paper painted with blues. I had a lot of blue and purple stuff that I needed to use up. So that is what I'm doing. And I'm trying to move the camera in a little better so you can see the sewing machine. But I just run it through my sewing machine, and I put the washi tape doesn't stick real good, but that works out just fine because then you can kind of adjust it as you go along. And I use something flat like a palette knife to kind of lift the paper up and fold it underneath so that it goes through the sewing machine. So it'll show you right there. You just kind of fold that over and make a pleat with that. It works really nice when you use a palette knife. Or you could probably use a butter knife or something, just something flat and thin that isn't going to get in your way while you're sewing, so you don't sew your finger or sew your palette knife. And then just zigzag down the middle. And it's not a real fast process, but you can make quite a bit in a little bit of a time. Here I've changed the camera angle so you can see it a little better. And there I am using, I don't know, some other tool. I got tired of the palette knife, I guess. But again, it's just oops, and you can see the paper, or the tape, actually stuck for a change. So I had to kind of lift it up and tuck it back in again. It stuck to the sewing machine the one time that it actually sticks to something. And when you're adding on another strip of the paper, you just take it and tuck it in underneath the washi tape like so, and just tuck it into the crease of the fold that you made before, like so, and then it'll hide right underneath there and you won't hardly see it, providing you don't get all discombobulated there. Obviously having some issues, probably because I'm on camera. I'm trying to keep it straight. It doesn't always come out straight, and that's all right. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's kind of, in fact, if it's perfect, it looks a little boring. Sometimes the imperfect stuff looks better. Once you get going again, it's pretty easy. You can see how well that washi tape does not stick. I'm just going to speed things up a little bit. And here we get to the end again. Maybe this one will go a little better. Well, this one I didn't tuck all the way in, so what I'm going to do is probably just fold it underneath. So you can just kind of guide it like that, and that'll work too. Although I did get off to a crooked start with the washi tape. Whoops. And now that one came undone. Yeah, it's a process. And then you got to remember to put your foot back down. Yeah, the voiceover, you know, there's all the dumb things I was saying while I was doing this too, so. Yeah, I think I'm changing tape here. Picking a different color. Same thing with the tape. When you have the end of it, you can just kind of tuck it in under the last fold and sew it down, and it should be good. Once you get it trapped under that first fold there, you're good to go. I think I used up like 3 rolls of washi tape on this too, so that was nice. Used up some washi tape and some packing paper. So this is the finished roll. I guess I didn't make that much of it. I'll use any color thread. Sometimes I just use up what I have on my machine or what's on my bobbins if they need to be used up. Like this one I use some red, but that kind of coordinates with the fabric or with the paper. This is one that I cut at 1 inch, and you can see that the washi tape takes up a lot of the space. You don't get to see as much of the painted paper. So that's why they're generally 1.5 inches, because the washi tape I have is about, it's like all of that size. This is just the plain one again. Just plain packing paper with washi tape. You can use, with that you can use any color then. You don't have to worry about trying to match your washi tape. This is one I really liked. I think that was the one that started it all those different colors. This is my pile of paper ruffle. The plain one, the purplish one, the one with the reds and greens and blues and copper and gold. And the purplish one. Purples and pinks I think I was going with on that one. And that's the one we just did. And that is all. Thanks for watching.